does TCM mean to you?
People who like old movies are my favorite people.
You're in the right place tonight. How is my favorite action hero?
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do.
Do you know one of your books last year, because we did that wonderful interview together and signed my book. I bought another book and I gave it to my fiduciary advisor, who is a huge action movie fan. He fell in love.
Oh, that's
fell in love with the book.
That is terrific.
He has it sitting in the firm's, in his office on the coffee table for everyone to see.
That is lovely.
So am I getting a sequel?
I have not thought about a sequel per se. I am not finished with the topic, but it's probably going to be more of a standard history of stunt work in the movies, because I have a ton of research that I didn't even touch for this book. So yeah, I'm eventually going to get back into that subject. I may, you know, I've got an idea for another book that's not related to stunts at all. So we'll see what happens.
But yours is like the first really consummate book we've seen.
It's the first book that takes a look at each individual film and tells the story of how stunts have evolved over time through the prism of how those films were made and how the stunts in those films were made. So that is the first. There have been other histories of stunt work, and there have been really good ones written. Some of the histories are really kind of old, so there is a new one that needs to be written. Hopefully I'll do that. But this was a new approach, and so I'm glad it worked out.
I can't tell you how many times I have gone through that, and even using it for research stuff when I'm doing commentary on my show or something about a film. I mean, as you may remember, I know a lot of the guys who were the legends, and only a few are still around. So.
I know they are. I don't want to be morbid, but they are a dying breed. These kind of stunt performers, they don't make them like that anymore, because there's so many stunt people in the industry now that. You know, back then when you had the Terry Leonards and the Hal Needhams, they did all the stunts.
That's it.
And because there was a finite amount of stunt performers in the industry throughout most of the Hollywood era into the 60s. But then when the 70s rolled around, you had a lot more people involved, and now today you have much more specialized stunt work performers, and that's great. That is great for the industry, and it's great for the stunt performers, and hopefully someday the Academy Awards will give them an Oscar.
Boy, oh boy, I would love to see that. But, you know, one of the great things, though, is because you showcase so many of the older films, going back to Yakima Canutt, people forget about those guys.
That's right.
And they're so used to seeing Avengers-style stunts today, where a lot of it is augmented with CGI. None of that was augmented.
Right. When you saw Terry Leonard underneath the truck in Raiders of the Lost Ark,
he was under the truck.
He was under that truck in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that's what I love about stunt performers is they take the cuts, they take the bruises for the filmmaking art, all in service to the story, all in service to the character that they are helping to build with the actors. And that I can't say enough about those guys.
So what are you looking forward to this festival?
When Worlds Collide with my buddies Craig Barron and Ben Burt, they always do such a lovely job. They do have a bit of a surprise during the movie, so I'm looking forward to that. And, you know, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Doug Jones, who is, I've never met Doug, but I communicate with him online a lot. So I'm really looking forward to meeting him and seeing what he says about Lon Chaney, him being such an accomplished performer under such heavy makeup. I want to hear what he says about Lon Chaney.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Okay, now you have just reminded me. I need to go back and revamp my list to make sure that I go to that. You're a bad influence on me, Scott. A bad influence, sir.
I'm sorry, Debbie. I actually got to get over there. I'm the MC for the bleachers.
Oh, well, go MC. It's so good to see you.
So I will be, you'll be hearing my voice more.
That's fine. It's so good to see you again.
It's good to see you, too.